Hello everyone, today we're going to be doing Effy Stonem's makeup from the series Skins. Skins was a British TV show from back in the day. Effy Stonem was a character there who was very well known for her makeup. You didn't even have to watch the show to know who she was. If you were just on Tumblr during 2014, 2016, then you probably saw a picture of her with a quote going like, "Everybody loves me." And today we're going to be recreating her iconic gray smoky eye with some blue inner corner shimmer going on. When it comes to this makeup look, we're not really going to be doing a full face of makeup. The reason why is because I don't really see that going on with Effy's makeup on the show. It looks to be just a lot more natural, the way that a teenage girls would have been, well, at least back then. Because I know that now people are getting into makeup earlier, so maybe now teenage girls are doing full face, but back then they really weren't. Like, you just did something with your eyes and put on some lip gloss, and that was it. So Effy's makeup is kept a lot more natural when it comes to her face makeup. It's really just her eye makeup that it's what pops. So we're going to be starting off with some concealer to prep our eyelids, and I'm just using a little bit. Also to cover up the dark circles and maybe just other things on my face, but it's definitely not going to be a full face type of situation. So I'm just like kind of carving out my eyebrows here and then bringing the concealer down and putting some here on my dark circles. And also just here in like these areas that have redness or spider veins or blemishes, just some concealer, but it's not gonna be a full face of glam. Now I'm gonna be blending out with my powder puff. I think that for the look I'm gonna add just a little bit of blush, but it's again not gonna be too much blush. It's just gonna be a little bit to make it look natural, but that's it. I'm gonna be setting that concealer that's under my eyes with some translucent powder from Mary Kay. The struggle is real. I'm of course setting the top eyelid as well. Now we're going to be starting off with the smoky eye. When I look at Effy's smoky eyes, I do see that there is kind of like a gray base. And I know that what most people would do when doing this look, or what I used to do when trying to do this look, is that I would start off with a black pencil eyeliner and blend out from that. I would start with the darkest value, the darkest shade, and then blend out to the lighter shade. But what I like to do now is start with the lightest shade, which is going to be that gray color, and then blend to the darkest shade, because I just think that it makes blending a lot easier, and it makes it easier for you to see each transition shade. For the eyeshadow, I'm going to be using this NYX Swear By It palette, and specifically of this shade right here, and also the black, to set that black pencil eyeliner that we're going to be using as well. I am going to be starting off by placing that light gray shade on my eyelid, specifically on the outer corner and crease. What I'm doing is just blending out this shade all over the lid here and bringing it to the center of the lid as well, and also here kind of like the inner corner, but also that connection with the nose and the brow. And I'm just going to be doing one layer of this shade. Now I'm going to be using my NYX Jumbo Eyeliner Pencil, and I do know that a lot of people are wondering how can you keep your black eyeliner pencils from running, which is what happens when it just like it's coming down your face like mascara. It's just getting all messy. How do you keep the black eyeliner in place, especially when we're talking about a black eyeliner that's as creamy as this one? You have to set it into place with some black eyeshadow. With this one, I recommend that you set it into place with a lot of black eyeshadow, because sometimes I've only done a little bit of black eyeshadow and it still runs. So this pencil definitely needs to be set into place with lots of black eyeshadow, and that's how you can keep it into place. So I'm just going to be doing the outline of my eye, and as you can see, that's very creamy. And I'm only gonna do about this much of eyeliner. because what I'll do now is that I'll just drag it out with a brush. Using a thin angled brush, eyeshadow brush, and just blending that out with this. Or else I'm gonna have like too much eyeliner going on. And this eyeliner is very easy to blend out, so you can just drag it like that. Because it's creamy. And like that. With the eyeliner into place, I am going to set it with just grabbing a black eyeshadow, and I'm just tapping the eyeshadow onto the eyeliner. Here especially you need to set it because obviously the under eye creases a lot, so we have to make sure that it's very much set into place. I think that once you see that the eyeliner is no longer looking shiny, that's looking matte, then you know that you've set it enough because it's no longer got that shine to it. What I'm going to be doing now is bringing this black shade up here to the outer corner of it, because that's what you can see is happening with Effy's smoky eye. You can see like the depth being created there like that. With a small fluffy blending brush, I'm going to be using a kind of like medium to dark shade of gray to blend out this black in with the light gray that's predominantly on my lid. Placing that like right next to the black, like so, and under here too. And what I mean by right next to, I mean just like on the edges of the black. And then you can start to like blend and circle outwards. I'm going to be going back to that first shade with that light gray and just blending everything in with that. So I'm just placing it on the outer corners of where the dark colors and shades are. If you have some fallout, then don't even worry about it. You can just wipe it off. And then I start to blend the gray in with the medium gray and the black eyeshadow. I'm just trying to like bring it up to my crease here and just blending out the edges down here. If you have some areas that are looking too dark, then you can just take some translucent powder and place it there on the edges in order to smooth things out. I'm going to be placing some black eyeshadow here, like right at the end of my eye. Like my eye, it ends here. So I'm going to be placing the eyeshadow here because that's where we want the darkness to really stay. Just gonna blend that out a little bit here on the crease. Don't look at how dirty I've gotten the package, but I'm going to be using this Infinity A color highlighter because they are gorgeous, and I'm gonna be using this shade here for the inner corners. I actually think I'm gonna be using the darker blue because I'm pretty sure that Effy had like a much darker shade of blue than this. And I typically wouldn't use this blue though because it doesn't match my eyes. Since my eyes are green, it's like, it's still cold colors, but it just doesn't look as great because it's not complementing my eye color. I am going to be doing the waterline eyeliner, and I'm going to be using the same pencil that I used for my eyelids, and I'm of course going to set it with some black eyeshadow. So I'm just going to do that. I'm going to use my L'Oreal Paris Lash Paradise mascara, and I'm just going to try to make them look as plump, full, long as possible. I always start at the bottom, like the very root of my lashes, and then go upwards, and I'll like try to get the very end tip of the wand on each like a little formation of the lashes. I'm gonna be doing a little bit of fake freckles because the actress, I think her name is Kaya Skardin something, she has like a little bit of freckles on her face, so I'm just gonna be doing that. Placing them on the like high points of my face where you would get the most sun. Just blending them out with a foundation brush that has some excess product on it, because that just helps to really like press them into the skin, but also blending them out. With this Nicole Miller face palette, I'm going to be doing just a tiny bit of blush. I'm just going to place it on like the apples of my cheeks, just a little bit, and blend it out. And then I'll just set my whole face with translucent powder. And if you like put too much blush on, then just go over it with your foundation brush if it still has some excess product. This way you can definitely dilute it. I'm gonna be using this lip liner from Italia Deluxe to line my lips. And then I just blend out the lip liner well. And now I'll just use the NYX Butter Gloss and fill in my lips with that gloss. And there we go. We are done now. We have done the Effy Stonem Smoky Eye makeup look. I hope you guys liked this video. Please like and subscribe it. And comment any thoughts on the comments below. Bye.